Hello everyone, I'm Animusj. Welcome to another Minecraft video.
And welcome back to the snowy winterland that we are calling Don't Die December. If you watched the last episode, which I hope you did, then I mentioned in the end of it that I was possibly going to be doing a live stream in order to build a mob farm. I ended up not having time, so guess what we're going to do right now? We're going to build a mob farm, in case you didn't figure that out. But let me show you this first. I made this thing. So what this thing is, if we can get this snow. Oh, you want to see something cool? Check it out. It snows underwater. Awesome. I know, it's cool. Anyways, so what this thing is first of all, we have a new mine, right? This is the new mine. So this takes us down where we'll do all of our strip mining, and then I'm gonna finish this out with rails all the way down. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the rails, they're gonna come up, and they're actually gonna come around this way. And that's gonna be for future expansion if we ever get to it. And then aside from that, we have this area, which this area, I try to make it kind of look like it was a place where the fishermen could come in and kind of hang their nets and clean out their nets, sort of a deal. So yeah, I don't know if it genuinely looks like that or not, but that's kind of the intention. And then you can see it meets up with the landscape right here. And that's another thing that I really want to do today is I want to try and start mapping out the terrain, the all of the elevation contours, at least map it out and frame it, because right now it's sort of backwards. Like, this is supposed to be the low point, that's supposed to be the high point. So we've got a lot of work to do, and I am gonna leave a lot of this hollow, and that's because it's probably, hopefully, maybe gonna turn into a dungeon. I did put mending on all of the armor. Oh no, I didn't. I put Unbreaking 3 on all of the armor. I'm glad I didn't put mending on all of the armor. I put mending on my tools. That's what I did, not the axe. The shovel, the pickaxe, the sword, and we have another pickaxe that I have saved to enchant with Fortune 3 whenever I get the experience for it, and that's one of the reasons that we're doing the mob farm. And I've just realized that none of my game sounds are recording right now, so in the next clip that should be fixed. But if you look, we have Fortune 3, it's up next, but we need 30 levels, and so that's what we're going to build the mob farm for. And so here we are inside of the mob farm. Yes, I had to think about what I was saying, and there may have actually been audio in that previous clip. I haven't listened to it yet. I found out my headphones were unplugged. They weren't actually unplugged, they were plugged in, but they were plugged into the Nintendo Switch and not into my computer. So, in any case, what we have going on here is a simple mob farm that only works on Bedrock version as far as I'm aware. And what will happen is a mob will spawn on one of these hard, opaque surfaces, and then the glass allows them to do that even though it's there. And they will get pushed out from the glass, and they believe that these buttons are an extra block that they can walk onto. So they walk off the edge, fall into the water, they go down into here. Now the reason we have two wide gaps here and over there is for spiders. And then I figured, you know, if a spider spawns over there or over here and it wanders that way, it'll still fall off, wanders this way, it'll still fall off. It'll all work out. Eventually the spiders will all end up dying, just like everything else. But what'll happen is they'll come down here where I think I'm gonna have a trident killer that will push both the items and the XP off to the side, up to the top where my AFK platform is. And I have a cool little design in mind to not make it look completely obvious about what this is and what the water elevator is. We'll show you that in a little bit. First, I want to test this thing out, make sure that it actually works, since I built the entire thing already. So here I am at what looks like the top of the world. It's the top of our world anyways, isn't it? But the reason we're up here is because the mob farm, it's not exactly mobbing, if you get what I mean. I've been playing around with different AFK positions to try and get mobs to spawn, and it's just not happening. I tried our original spot right there, and it didn't work. I tried higher up, and it didn't work. I tried further out, and it didn't work. And now I tried down there, and it didn't work, and now I'm trying up here, and it's probably not gonna work. I don't know why. I'm not sure why, honestly. I think maybe because there's drowned on the ocean floor. and they're taking up the mob cap. There was one time that I had to travel back to the fish hut and come back, and there was a skeleton, a zombie, and a spider down in there before I had built the trident killer portion of it. And so I thought, oh, we're good, and everything is working. But since then, nothing is working. So I think if nothing is there this time again, if it hasn't worked again, then we're gonna change gears, and I'm gonna go collect a bunch of obsidian and make a gold farm. And that way we can have a ton of zombie pigmen, because that one's a little bit easier, a little bit more dependable, and we get lots of gold, which is always a good thing. And it's not looking positive because there's no XP floating around anywhere. And, oh wait, is there? There is an XP in there. There is. It just didn't come out. So, okay, we got something. What did we get? This is how I've been checking right here. Yep, we had a zombie. A single zombie. So this is not gonna help, obviously. Can I get up here? Thank you. That noise. Thank you. Off. That's not gonna work, is it? It's just not gonna work because I need to mend my tools so that we can clear the land, so that we can make our castle island. And I also need so much more stone and stuff. So I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna put off the land forming that I talked about earlier, and we're gonna switch gears and turn this into a zombie pigman farm. And here we are, 2 live streams later in the noise room. That's what we're calling this right now, the noise room, because it's noisy. You didn't figure that out. Okay, so we did 2 different live streams, and for those of you who are in the live stream, number 1, thanks for coming, thanks for keeping me company. And then number 2, we had to change things. We had to change the redstone because, okay, what was happening is when you would turn off the water, okay, then it would flow down and it would mess up the water pattern that was on the floor that pushes them into the middle, okay? So we had to stop that. And the easiest way to stop that is, I'll show you over here. What you do is this is an open gap right here so that the water will always attract into this air gap that I'm pointing at, rather than going to the right or anywhere else is because this is blocked, gravity, right? Downhill. Water will always go to the most downhill point, even if there's something right next to it could spill to. So then coming over to the trident killer, you can see we still have one issue, and that's the baby pigmen. They still are getting out. See this? They fit right underneath that, and I really don't know how to fix that. So let's turn on the trident killer, and they start dying. And actually, I need to put the glass back. Do I have any glass in my inventory? I do. So there we go. They're all bouncing around and dying. And once we have looting, this will be a whole lot better, because as you can see, if I look down in my chest over here, all we're getting is swords. Lots and lots of swords. But I believe when you have looting, that doesn't happen. So if I put the stairs like this, is my XP still gonna come through? And right now it's not. But what if I stand over here? It's still not coming to me. Oh, there it is. Okay, so here I am at the top, and we need to check if the XP is going to continually come to me or not. And it looks like it is. If you look way down there at the bottom, you can see that it comes to the elevator. Now, I've noticed it comes in chunks. Even before, the way that I used to have it, it would come in chunks. You wouldn't get any, and then you would get a whole lot, and then you wouldn't get any, and then you would get a whole lot. And then it also, for some reason, takes a really long time to get up the water elevator. And look at all of that. So let's see if we get another batch of it coming through, and let's see if any more baby pigmen come through at all. There's a whole bunch more XP coming up right now. So this is finally working the way that I want it to. And so as you can see, I've already actually repaired my tools. I did it right after the live stream. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get some XP, I'm gonna enchant a bunch of things, and then we're gonna get to work on Castle Island in the next episode. I don't know how long this one is because I've been recording this specific segment for quite a while, but also I'm recording the things in between, so it's really hard for me to gauge my time making these hardcore videos. We're gonna call it here for today though. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you again to everybody who joined the live stream. Go over to twitch.tv/theanimusj and make sure you guys follow me so that you know when I'm going live, because I would love to talk to you guys while I'm doing the grindy, boring stuff and when we're building cool things like this gold farm. That's it for today though. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you really liked it, then make sure to subscribe. But I'm Animusj, and I'll see you next time.